Guys, hope everybody's doing great. So today our discussion is going to be centered around the concept of the thorax. And as we said, the thorax forms part of the uh, exoskeleton, which is sometimes referred to as the thorax, as in this specific case. Now we're going to look at different parts of the thorax and try to figure out how it plays its functions, of course, which we had mentioned earlier as protecting the delicate organs which are found in this region. Now, one of the organs that we had mentioned is the heart and the lungs, which of course assist in trying to perform different biological functions that we had mentioned earlier. So therefore, apart from protecting the heart and the delicate organs like the lungs, which are found in this region, of course, they give attachment to muscles that are involved in respiration and upper lips movement. Now, as from this superior view of this part of the skeletal system that we have referred to as the thorax, we can see that it forms is formed by a range of bones which are labeled. In this case, we have the clavicle, of course, and the scapula. We've got what we call the sternum, which basically formed by the three range of bones here that we're going to see, which is manubrium, the body of the sternum, and then we have the xiphoid process and a range of ribs which have been mentioned from 1 to 12. So therefore, we're going to see also that we have what we call the cartilaginous regions, the costal cartilages, which are placed at these specific points for articulation to of the ribs to the sternum. So therefore, we're going to look at this range of bones in a summary. But in other cases, we're going to see that, as we have mentioned, these ribs have been named from number 1 to 12. Now, the first set of 7 ribs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, are referred to as true ribs because they articulate directly to the sternum, as we can see in this particular case. But from this specific point, from number 8 to 12, these sometimes are referred to as false ribs because they do not articulate directly to the sternum. Now, for the thoracic, as we said, there are some of the bones of the vertebral column which are articulating to the ribs from there. Of course, the other view, a view of which, of course, I'm going to illustrate when we are going to mention concerning the back part of this articulation of these lips to the vertebral column. We're also going to see that there are different articulation points, for example, for this part of the ribs which are joining to the front part to the sternum, and the other side, they are going to be joined to the thoracic vertebrae, which we are going to mention, of course, when we're going to talk about the concept of the thoracic cavity at the different parts or the facets of this specific part of the column. So therefore, I hope that these different regions of the thoracic cage are going to be elaborate for us. And as we're going to mention, as we have mentioned different parts of this particular bone, it's going to be clear for us, and how in conjunction with other parts of the appendicular skeleton, it's going to provide for movement and the support in man. So that is it for now, guys. Let's catch in our next video. Thank you. God bless you.